is Chris Lamarca. I'm here from the University of Calgary, she said. So my talk is on changing the way educators engage parents. Distrust and fear between teachers and parents leads to a dangerous disconnection between home and school, creating an us versus them mentality, where much like a divorce, it's the student that suffers the most. So this is why this topic matters to me. These are my 3 children, Cole, Cadence, and Sullivan. My 2 older children are in grades 2 and 3. They both have exceptionalities, and they have 4 parents. They went through my divorce, my coming out, and my remarriage. They could be your students. Half the students in your class will come from divorced families. You could have 2 sets of parents to talk with at parent-teacher interviews. Many of your children will come from families where they've been adopted, maybe they've been abused, maybe they're refugees, maybe they have same-sex parents. Parents and guardians also come from these diverse backgrounds. Many of them had bad experiences as children with education. Maybe they don't have the time to engage with their children's education, or education just isn't a priority for them. As a parent, I felt isolated from the school community where I was almost 10 years younger than all the other parents, and I was one of 2 openly gay families. And the teachers who reached out to me made all the difference in the world. As a parent who's had the honor of volunteering in many capacities in the school and as a pre-service teacher, I have a unique perspective, and I would like to use it to discuss why we are disconnected and how we can reconnect. I want to explore how we can enhance student learning and create a true community whose borders do not end at the school doors. In 1972, Dorothy Cohen said, "No school can work well for children if parents and teachers do not act in partnership on behalf of the children's best interests." Over 40 years later, educators are still working on how to form this partnership. There are hundreds of books written on this topic with great ideas and solutions. So why is it still a problem? And why are interactions with parents listed as a top fear of educators? Some of the key barriers are distrust, insecurity, and intimidation. Many parents distrust what and how their children are being taught, and many teachers distrust parents' motivations for volunteering in the classroom. This leads both parents and teachers to feel insecure and intimidated. This creates an us versus them mentality. Some teachers don't want parents in the classroom. They feel that they are being judged. I have been warned by many teachers not to invite parents into the classroom. They will critique you, they will interfere, and they will invite censorship. They will just get in the way. Many say that as a first-year teacher, it is too intimidating to have parents in the classroom. They will notice your mistakes. Shouldn't someone be noticing my mistakes? Don't we want to learn from them? This is not how all teachers feel, but there are enough teachers who feel this way that is something we must have a dialogue about. Many parents sense this discomfort and don't feel welcome in the classroom. As a part of my role on my children's school council, I go to meetings where representatives from various school councils get together to either listen to school board representatives talk about changes, or for them to just talk about issues going on in their schools. The negativity is overwhelming. Parents are not happy. They do not understand what educators are saying. They do not understand formative assessment or assessment for learning. They don't understand what we're telling them about their own children. This term, your child engaged in an inquiry project where there's both formative and summative assessment through the use of rubrics and standardized tests. We need to use inclusive language, and we need to give examples. We need to be clear about the students' accomplishments and where work still needs to be done, and most importantly, how parents can help. Parents don't feel that they're included in the school. A reality for many parents is they may not understand how to read, do division, or properly use a comma. Teachers need to help parents better understand what their child is doing, provide examples so that they can feel confident that they can help their children learn. Teachers need to take the time to listen to parents. We need to know more about our students than what we see in the classroom. Maybe there was a death in the family, Or maybe they have sports every day after school. Or maybe they have a sibling with an exceptionality that they help care for. How do we know what to expect of our students if we don't know what's happening in their lives? Can we really expect a student who has sports 5 days a week to keep a nightly journal or study for a test? We need to see a fuller picture of our students' lives. Parents are saying that school is not the be-all, end-all for their children. There are other factors that we need to be aware of. So the parents who have these complaints are the people in the school that actually attend council meetings. This is between 3 and 15 on an average. Many schools do not have councils at all. So imagine how those other parents feel. I'll tell you what I have heard. They feel unwelcome and completely disconnected from their child's school experience. As we change from an industrialized model of education to that of the 21st century learner, parents are feeling even more uncertain. Some teachers do involve parents, but according to AC, we need to move from involvement to engagement. Parents are not there just to assist on field trips, cut out stars, assemble brochures. Parents are part of the school community. Parents are teachers with infinite subjects to teach. We need to work to have open communication with parents to let them know that they are welcome. Teachers need to see parents as experts, not only in regards to their children, but also in their fields. Parents are a wealth of information. Bringing them in the classroom to speak to students is a great way for students to learn and for parents to feel that they can meaningfully contribute to the school community. Parents are lawyers, tradespeople, doctors, performers, collectors, service industry workers, veterinarians, and so much more. Why wouldn't you bring in free expertise? Why not bring in a doctor when talking about anatomy, or a writer when talking about creative writing, a service industry worker when talking about communication skills, or a train collector when talking about the CPR? Parents don't even have to take time off work. They can record a talk much like this at home to be played at the school. Students can listen to experts talk in a way that is more meaningful, engaging, and connected to their everyday lives than a textbook or worksheet can ever be. Have you ever seen the look of pride on a child's face when their parent or grandparent has volunteered in the classroom? Have you ever talked to a parent after volunteering? Time in the school that means that parents are connected not just to the school community, but to their own children. The more pride parents and children take in the school, the more the community grows. This transfers into tangible benefits: more volunteers for events, more donations to pay for enriching school activities, and more engagement. But how, you may ask, do we start this? This can be done through parent questionnaires and surveys, much like this example I have created. We need to find out what parents have to offer, their job expertise, their hobbies, clubs they belong to, and use it to the advantage of our students. This also means that as a teacher, we must engage with the community and attend community events. Parents need to know that we see the whole child, not just who they are when they sit in a desk before us. Our students are more than how they answer a question or read a book. We need to put ourselves out there and become a part of the larger community if we expect parents to become a part of the school community. This also means that administrators and boards must give us the time and resources to be able to do this. We are a community, and each and every person must pitch in to make it a success. As a parent of 2 children with exceptionalities, I know that this disconnection must end. We must blur the boundaries between school and community.